This game does not want to be streamed, apparently. Alright.
Okay, are you ready to move on? Got some lessons if you want to give it a try. Open the Dirt Academy hub. To maintain stability, try to brake only when you're traveling in a straight line. Press the brakes hard for the corner ahead, but release them before you turn in. If you've slowed down enough, you won't get too much oversteer. Sliding's fun, but it isn't always fast. Road surface and elevation changes have a huge effect on stopping distances. You need to brake much earlier for this downhill gravel turn. Small taps on the brake should be enough for fast.
If the stream
but
ends, I'm
focus
just
on
gonna do
straight line
powers.
braking whenever possible. Straight line braking isn't always the fastest.
Skip demonstration. It's almost done updating, so yeah. I probably have like 3 videos on my channel right now, just for this freaking stream.
Straight line braking isn't always the fastest. Braking hard will shift the weight over the front wheels, increasing grip when steering and giving you sharper turning. Accelerating will transfer the weight back over the rear wheels, allowing you to get the power down. To flow through winding sections, use gas, braking, and steering inputs to move the car's weight around. Weight transfer.
just should use the e-brake. Oh, that's much better. Alright, I think I got this one down. Oops.
Okay, slow down for the corner ahead. Turn in and give the handbrake a quick hit to tighten the line near the corner.
Am I streaming? Yeah, I'm streaming. This is a relatively easy one, so.
When you get a flat tire during a rally stage, you have two options. Stop to repair it, or limp the car to the end of the stage. Sometimes driving it out is your only choice, like when you don't have a spare. And it may be faster to limp it home than to spend the time making the change. When you're driving with a flat tire, the car is going to be unstable and prone to understeer and oversteer. This can be especially problematic on two-wheel drive cars when the puncture's on a driven wheel, like when you get a rear flat on a rear-wheel drive car. When a tire goes flat, it loses its shape and it gets floppy. If you keep driving on a flat, the tire can come right off the rim or rip apart, which can lead to bigger problems. The faster you drive, the worse it is. There are a couple of signs to look out for that tell you you're driving too fast on the tire. First, you'll feel a vibration through the car that gets worse with speed. To help prolong the life of the tire, try slowing down to a speed that reduces that vibration. Second, a flat tire is noisy. That's because it's out of shape and it's rubbing in the wheel arch. Again, reducing speed can stop the noise and help keep your tire from breaking apart.
Okay. I have to do all these? Are you shitting me? Alright, fine.
Throttle control is super important, especially for rear-wheel drive vehicles like this one. When accelerating out of tight turns, use partial throttle to limit oversteer and try to avoid mashing the gas until you've straightened out. Through long, fast corners, use as much gas as possible to keep your speed up, but back off to control slides when they happen. Once you're confident, apply more gas to find the car's limits and get faster. When you're trail braking, you want to release the brake while you're adding steering. That shifts the weight forward, allowing you to take the turn at speed. Learning to manage weight transfer will help you with more advanced techniques.
I already know how to do this shit. Because I do it all the time.
To make a pendulum turn here, steer away from the corner, brake, and then countersteer sharply into the corner.
These lessons are boring. Fuck it. It's good enough.
Mastering the start is an art all in itself. In rally, it's not uncommon for drivers to be separated by 1/10 of a second at the end of a stage. So a good start could be the difference between winning and losing. In Rallycross and Land Rush, a fast start is even more important. If you get out front first, you'll be clear of the rest of the cars when they hit the first corner together. Turning off the automatic starts assist gives you more control on the start. For manual starts, you need to hold the handbrake while you build up your engine revs, then release it when it's time to go. By default, the clutch works automatically, so there's usually a fraction of a second delay between the time you release the handbrake and when the clutch engages. Through experience, you're going to be able to anticipate this delay and release slightly before go time, giving you a faster start off the line. You need to be confident in your ability to anticipate, though, or you're going to get a penalty for jumping the start. Enabling the manual clutch gives you total control over when you engage the clutch. With practice, this
Okay, whatever. Oh look, we're in an Opel now.
On long straightaways like this, climb up through the gears to get the fastest speed possible. For long sweeping turns, downshift before you turn in. Take the next two tight turns in first, accelerating into second between them. Timing your gear changes is critical. Watch for wheel spin. Don't shift up too soon.
Okay. Let's restart that. Whoa! I think I got a hang of it. Look at all these fucking lessons I have to do.
In a front-wheel drive car, you're going to be fighting understeer. Focus on conserving momentum by getting your braking done in a straight line before turning in, and using the gas to pull you through the turn. Through slower sections, the steering is responsive, because your driven wheels are also the ones that are doing the steering. When you're dealing with oversteer, try to resist overcorrecting, because you might turn the wheels too far and suddenly snap the car around the other way. Instead, point the wheels where you want to go and floor it. The rear wheels are gonna follow the front. When you're comfortable you can save it from spinning, why not try initiating a little oversteer with the handbrake through a few turns to practice?
Oh boy, what time is it? Got 30 minutes left before you have to get ready and stuff. Rear-wheel drive, I think I already know how to do. But we'll see what they have to say.
Rear-wheel drive cars have a tendency to oversteer when you're on throttle, so controlling your inputs is crucial to maintaining stability. If you feel the car is understeering through tight turns, you can give it more gas to bring the back end around, but be ready to countersteer. Avoid heavy weight transfer because it can be hard to recover from a slide without totally losing momentum. Try to keep your drifts to shallow angles and carefully manage your inputs to control the amount of oversteer.
Wait, what? What, the game? The game is Dirt 4. It's a rally car game. Might need to switch to manual if we're going to get this car to run the way I want it to. It's just me that. Well, that was definitely me because I didn't brake inside.
BMW M3 speed car.
Yeah, this is a BMW M3. Just suited up with a spoiler, increase downforce. This is a rear-wheel drive car. Yeah, that's not clear. I think I had enough.
Four-wheel drive gives you traction at all four corners of the car, so you can approach turns at higher speeds and throw the car in more aggressively.
These are the easiest
Don't be
to
afraid
drive.
to get on throttle earlier through a corner to maximize your speed. You're more likely to face understeer than oversteer because your front wheels are driven. So think about weight transfer when you throw the car into a corner and manage your gas and brake to control the angle.
See how badly I can drive this car. To keep in mind, this is a rally car game, not a regular racing game, so it's that case. That was a shitty lap. Let's do another one. top. A bit better. I'm not gonna drive it. How it rolls. Should I read this out loud? Oh, I think I already know how this shit works. Pretty much. Alright. This is different. Wait, I have to pay money for these shits? This wasn't part of the deal, I'm just a fucking driver. Yeah, they already showed me this stuff. I just need to work on the timing. Oh, this is different. The Joker lap is a slightly longer and more technical version of the standard lap that each driver must take once per race. Failure to do so will result in a penalty, however it can be taken on any lap so it can be used strategically to gain a track position. See other spotter calls and Joker tactics lessons for hints and tips on how to get the most out of the Joker lap. Okay. I didn't know you had to do that. Okay. The spotter will also monitor the time difference between you and the drivers you are racing for the spotter prediction position. If this starts to fall and it looks like your spotter prediction may drop, they'll advise you to push to extend the time difference or take the Joker before you drop. They'll base this advice on whether you have a clear track ahead or traffic that may affect your ability to set fast laps. This is totally new. I don't watch rally car racing. Land Rush is basically just a race.
Snow stages are exclusive to Sweden and present a unique challenge. Your car's automatically fitted with studded snow tires, so it's going to feel like you're on gravel. You're going to encounter a mix of snow surfaces and a variety of grip levels, but the distribution of the grip tends to be more uniform across the width of the road than you'll find with gravel. A typical snow surface features a layer of snow over ice, gravel, or tarmac. Your tires are going to naturally sink into the snow, making a big roost behind the car. A buildup of snow against the side of the tire gives you some resistance to slides and the illusion of a grippier surface. That resistance will subtly slow your forward motion, too. You'll also find patches of compacted snow, a much harder surface the tire doesn't sink into. It's going to feel like it has less grip, but it's actually faster. When you hit slushy snow, you'll see the color of the underlying road surface showing through the racing line. Grip's going to be inconsistent across the road as you transition between slush and snow, so your best bet is to stick to the worn tracks whenever you can. Built up along the side of the road are the famous Swedish snowbanks. You gotta watch out, because they'll grab the car if you hit them too hard, and that'll be the end of your rally. But you can use them too. If you drag the tail of your car through them, they'll help keep you straight on corner exits. Careful though, there's a fine line between brushing the bank and digging in, which makes this one of the most advanced snow driving techniques you can master.
I am not prepared for those fucking levels.
Throughout your career, weather's gonna play a huge part in your successes and your failures. You'll experience sun, rain, mist, fog, and snow, all with varying degrees of intensity. The characteristics of the track surface are gonna change from stage to stage, and sprawling vistas suddenly change from beautiful scenery to deadly sheer drops hidden behind a thick layer of fog. Each condition demands your respect and requires a different approach to driving. Sunny conditions give you the best visibility of the track ahead, and if it hasn't rained recently, the surface will also be dry. In rally, push hard when it's sunny and dry to make up for time lost in wet conditions or to gain an advantage if the weather changes. In Rallycross and Land Rush, visibility can actually be worse due to the dust and debris kicked up from dry, loose surfaces. Try different lines to avoid getting lost in your opponent's dust. Wet conditions reduce grip levels, and depending on how heavy it's raining, can impact visibility. In Rally, put your faith in your co-driver in low visibility conditions and adjust your attack to compensate for the reduced grip. In Rallycross and Land Rush, visibility will be better on loose surfaces, but settled water on pavement is going to cause a lot of spray. Fog is only a consideration in rally. When it occurs, it can severely reduce your visibility, and it'll test the trust between you and your co-driver. Keep an eye out for any obstacles beyond your co-driver's control, like stranded cars, and consider taking it slightly easier in these conditions if you can. Snow is exclusive to Sweden, and it's one of the most challenging surfaces you can drive. Your car's going to be surprisingly capable in its snow setup, but the snowbanks and overplow at the side of the road can be punishing if you get offline. Managing wheel spin with careful throttle control is key to maintaining traction. If snow is falling as you drive, visibility can be a challenge, so consider when to push and when to play it safe.
It's all common sense.
Driving a night stage can be one of the toughest challenges in rally. With corners and obstacles obscured by darkness until the lights pick them up at the last second, you need to put your complete trust in your co-driver to continue to post fast stage times. Supporting your main headlights, an additional light pod is attached to your car for night stages. This casts a far stronger beam, adding a lot of illumination to the road ahead. It's important you don't damage your lights during the stage, otherwise you'll find yourself in pitch black in the middle of nowhere. If there's no service area before a night stage, be careful where you put the front of the car. Any serious damage could also prevent the light pod from working when it's attached. If you do have damaged lights when you get to the service area, check the event details to determine if there's a night stage coming up. If there is, your lights can be repaired by fixing the body lights component in the service area. Your crew chief will also prioritize your lights if you ask him for his recommendations.
Okay. Oh, well, time to go. Do these now.
On looser surfaces, the car's going to change direction slower and slide more before regaining traction. Adjust your racing line to compensate for conditions. To regain traction with the car sliding, try to balance the throttle to limit wheel spin and regain traction.
I think this
on
will be
loose
the last
surface.
one that I do for now.
When you're sideways, you can adjust your slip angle with the gas and the brakes.
I know you probably wanted to see fucking racing, but I have to do these apparently. Not the most elegant lap, but it wasn't bad. I think I'm done. I got a copyright claim for what? Tick Tick Boom? That song has not played. Ah, fuck it. It might be from the earlier ones, yeah. I'm gonna delete those. Let me just do that real quick. If it'll fucking let me. Stop. It's not gonna let me. Because I know that song has not been played on this particular one. Oh no. Oh well. Nah, fuck it. I should just end it. It's nothing to worry about. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.